Honestly, if you haven't gotten chlamydia at least once in your life, you haven't really lived, or at least that's what I say to make myself feel better. Welcome to Vagadgets, where I try all product services related to your Pikachu so you don't have to. Sacrificing my panini for your knowledge. This Vagadget is actually a service gadget? A service Vagadget. A Vagadget. A vag service. Vagadget, veg service. Doesn't have the same ring per se. Vag subscription. Not sure. I'm looking into this subscription for you before you spend your money on it to let you know if it's worth it. I get a lot of questions on my Panini Press videos, or mostly just comments. Like, the general sentiment is that people don't like to go to the gynecologist. They're nervous to. To be honest, like, if you think you have a yeast infection or something, like, you should not go on Google and try and self-diagnose. One time I went to the gyno because I thought I had a yeast infection, and turns out I had chlamydia. So, mistakes were made, lessons were learned. Honestly, if you haven't gotten chlamydia at least once in your life, you haven't really lived, or at least that's what I say to make myself feel better. Listen, if you live in New York City and you haven't gotten chlamydia, you are one of the lucky ones. But because so many things for down there can kind of have the same symptoms, it's really important that you just go figure it out, make sure it's not something worse than it is, especially men, because men don't actually usually carry symptoms of chlamydia. So do your part and check your parts. I'm actually going to be talking about an online service called Wisp. It's a website where you can basically get checked out virtually. So, like, if you don't have a gyno, if you don't want to go to the gyno, if you cannot get an appointment in with a gyno. And also, a lot of people have reached out to me saying they still live with their parents in their adult age, but their, like, mom or aunt or sister, whoever they live with, is, like, super religious, would slut shame them for going to the gyno, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's literally just a health need. Anyway, if you fall in that category, and there are lots of people who do, you can get all of this done straight from your computer. You don't have to go anywhere. It's like literally fine. Comes in a super discreet package. It doesn't say anything. It just says it's from Kate Wisplet. Just say you have a pen pal in New Jersey. Sent me some probiotics and some lube. Yeah, you can even get your lube delivered. But I love these bottles because they are so discreet. Like, they're really cute. You don't even know what's in them. So if you have a roommate and you don't want them to know, like, what you're taking, like, this is perfect. So there are a few options for getting your healthcare stuff delivered to you. You can go online and take a symptoms quiz. You basically just explain your symptoms and it will help diagnose you. Or you do an online consultation with an actual doctor, which is good if you're actually having, like, new symptoms you've never had before. You can actually go online and talk to a real doctor, which is basically the same as if you were going into the office. A lot of things can't just be diagnosed from symptoms alone, because, like I had expressed, a lot of things can appear like one thing, but then it's actually another. So you can get lab testing from your home done as well. Or if you already know you have something or need something, let's say birth control. I personally am not a fan of birth control and do not take birth control. If you do take birth control, you can get it delivered through Wisp. So if you are one of those people who moved back to your parents' house during the pandemic, but they don't know you are active and you are trying to be safe and you do need birth control, this is a great website for that. Plan B, cold sore meds, EV, UTIs. You can manage all your subscriptions from online. Like, you don't have to call up your doctor and be like, hey, I need this switched here, I need this early, I need this canceled. You just do it online. You know, in Panini Press videos, I basically worship boric acid at its feet. You can get that through this website. So you get these medications paid by a subscription, especially for something that might be reoccurring, like, let's say cold sores, or, like, you know, you get a UTI from that guy who, like, does not have a bed frame. So it's only $10 a month, first month free. You can cancel at any time, but you can use my discount code to get 30% off your subscriptions, which is pretty damn good. You do have to be 18 to use Wisp, because obviously if you're a minor, you'll need your parents' permission to do things. But I seriously rate this a 10 out of 10, and I wish I had this when I was going through all of my like reoccurring infections that I was plagued with in my early years of living in New York City, and I will be utilizing this service. I don't remember if I was doing out of 5 stars or out of 10 stars, but 10 out of 10 or 5 out of 5. This is worth you spending your money on. It's literally only $10 a month plus a 35% discount. Do that math. So it's literally only like a few bucks a month. So go to hellowisp.com, start your sexual health journey. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, the whole damn thing. And I'll see you next time.